Alrighty. Welcome to Ivory Sanctum 2. We can't solve that riddle right now, so we're going to see if we can find more information.
A trivial task.
Teacher, it's the Crusaders. They're already here. The commander himself is with them. Don't be such a coward. These pathetic knuckle-draggers are powerless before the might of the great Xantier the Plagued One. Xantier Vang? The figure in the robe turns toward the cultist, who automatically takes a step back, bringing a hand to his mouth. There is no human face beneath the grey hood, just a swarm of shifting locusts. Did I not say what I would do to the next half-wit who dared to call me by that ignominious moniker? Xantier shakes one of his sleeves. A small swarm of locusts emerges from within it and envelops the cultist's head. Shriekingly, he tries to get them off, but they have already burrowed their way inside, turning his face into one gaping wound. The unlucky cultist continues screaming desperately for a few seconds, and then his body explodes into pieces as the locust burst out from within. You! Come here. We still have time to complete the transformation. He beckons a demon over, and it scrambles eagerly toward the threatening-looking machines. Xantier turns to his surviving students. And all of you, do as I've taught you. Try just this once to follow my instructions to the letter, and if anyone drops another Nahindrian crystal, he will only have himself to blame for his horrific fate. We're going to break the locust magic. You quickly realize that the wall of locusts is not magic in itself, and you cannot break it as you would a spell. Disperse the cloud of locusts with your weapon. With deft movements, you scatter the buzzing insects into the air, creating a gap in the wall that you can pass through into the chamber. The demon summoned to the machine howls in pain. Paying no attention to you, Xantier Vang places crystals in the demon's body, and you sense rather than see the demon change to something different, something more frightening than before. So that's how he does it. He's using these crystals. Okay. You look closer and you realize that you have seen this type of crystal before. The magic chisel you found in Kinabris is made from the same material. Xantier Vang looks at his students, who are only just starting to carry out the procedure on their own demons. Cease your rummagings, dolts. Consider your lessons ended, and you're working too slowly. Unchain these beasts and defend the chamber. Fight until the last.
This will be quick.
Disappear.
Follow if you dare.
Chipped key from the Ivory Sanctum. Ah, okay. Bloodstained coded note. Crumbled blood-soaked sheet of paper on which it is just possible to make out the words Chamber, Lord. Below there were 4 symbols, but only the first 2 can be seen. Ah! Okay. So that's the solution that we need. I need a piece of paper again. More paper. There I can write something. Okay. So 4 symbols. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 2, a 6-pointed star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 star. And the second triangle. Okay. Easy. And we have a key, and we have a door that we want to open. That's perfect. Okay, complex device combining technology and magic. The leather straps used to restrain victims look worn from frequent use. Press on that button, please. Let me guess, someone needs to stand there. And do we have another pressure plate? Loot. Demon blood, blah, loot. Xantia Vang, on the nature of demons. The grubby, thumbed-through pages are covered in cramped writing. The narrow margins, the scraps of parchment stuffed between the pages, and even the spaces between the lines of text are crammed with annotations scrawled in pencil. Supposition that demons are, by their very nature, superior to mortals has acquired such lasting popularity that many now consider the matter of using primitive creatures of the material plane entirely settled. Note below the paragraph, genius. We may call to mind the fact that mortal souls are one of the elements which, in their totality, brought demons into being. Receptacles for souls are thus of not insignificant interest. Note in the margin, Xantia the Plagued One is in questioning the foundational tenets of demonology. By conducting a basic experiment on the life transfusion of essence of sin and the creation of strengthening charms, we can observe the transformation of material into a saturated mucus typical of... The text here has been underlined several times. Among the smudged pencil marks that obscure the text almost entirely, one annotation is visible. Must try this. Negative experiences that are excruciating for the subject are a reliable marker in controlled studies. Advanced preparation makes it possible to enhance the emissions, skinning the subject while preserving the nerve endings, remove ligaments, or perform a specialized form of lobotomy. The page is torn, but the words "get slaves" can be read along its edge, demonstrating fragments of awareness locked in an endless cycle of torture. This is the most valuable specimen for future application. In the form of... The rest of the paragraph is painstakingly blacked out with ink. A message has been left in the margin. If this is Zan, and you're reading the textbook you filched from me, suck it, you little weasel. Without Xantia the Plagued One's ritual, you are nothing. Get back to cleaning the latrines before the Plagued One chops you up to use in his experiments. Okay.
I sense something. I shall not be swayed from my path.
You require my counsel. Wise. I'm off! That was easy. I do what I must. A trivial task.
Okay, let's see if we can open the door now. All of this doesn't really matter. They're dead. Where's the door? I mean, we have a key now. Ah, there's the door. Let's see if we can open it now. Oh, come on. We got a key. What is this? Okay, so... back to the drawing board. And apparently in order to get to his inner sanctum, we need to solve this riddle. I mean, we know that we have to press 4 buttons. And we know the first is a 6-star line star. And then a triangle. So we have 3 left. We could try them out, but every time we do a mistake, we suffer damage. So that's a bit problematic.
We do it my way.
No time for debates. That must have hurt!
Desna, guide my hand!
Bones gnawed by huge teeth and clumps of meat ripped by sharp claws lie scattered across the floor, the remnants of a repast for a large raging monster. Iron Golem. Stone lips appear in the golem's unmoving face and it loudly says, "Intruder detected." Hey, dragon, where have you gone? You hunted down and killed the dragon devourer who attacked your army. You better fly back here and fight, as teacher Xantia oh! The golem makes a noise like it had just been smacked upside the head, as teacher Xantia Vang ordered, or else your eggs will be destroyed. Oh, interesting. So the demons forced the dragon to attack us because they held her eggs prisoner. In a unison, the golems swing their fists above the eggs on the ground. Take a closer look at the eggs. These are wound worm eggs, and they look like they will soon hatch. Oh, so if we... Exator. Stop now. Master not recognized. Say password. Black flame. Incorrect password. Destruction. Uh-oh. In unison, the golems bring their fists down on the eggs. The shells are instantly crushed, and a flaming, gooey substance spills out into the floor. You see a small lizard crawling about among the crushed eggs, soft and blind dragonlings that have not yet grown their hard scales or powerful fangs. Beneath the golem's fists, their delicate, beautiful little bodies are turned into repulsive slop. Building breached, alert, activate eradication. Raising their fists, the golems move toward you. Interesting. Let me guess. If we would have chosen the Azater path, we could have saved them. Got our own couple of dragons. Damn, this game has so much to offer. The replayability value is just tremendous. Cold shell left from the smashed egg stinks of rotten meat. Okay. What do we have here? Blah. What do we have in this corner? More blah? No, a door!
I do what I must.
Outside? What the heck? Wait, what? What do you mean outside? Like outside? Is there a second entrance? What the heck?
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
We are the light. They are the
Make your
darkness.
peace.
You should have run!
Oh right, he said over the bridge, okay. Okay, so I guess this is the bridge that she spoke about. Okay. To Labyrinth. Okay, so this is the path forward. I don't want that. We're going back. Well, that is mildly ridiculous. That is beyond ridiculous. The demons land on the rock with one heavy thud after another, the sound merging into an unending barrage. More and more fiends appear around you. Many of them are twitching, convulsing, their heads rolling on their necks like they've been stunned. Their disgusting flesh bursts open before your eyes, and strange crystals grow from the wounds. Zanedra. A well-built female cultist gives you a mocking salute. How goes it, Crusader? Don't you feel a little out of your depth here? While you were wandering around the Sanctum looking for the thing that makes the demon stronger, Zantir the Plate One gathered up all the fiends he could and performed the ritual on all of them. He was in haste and didn't take proper care, so a few of the demons died in the process, but it makes no difference. What the... But there's so many details that... what the... Even you with your power stand no chance against this army. I'm going to fight till the end, no matter what happens. Of course you will, but your end is nearer than you think. Oh no, Morgraine, it looks like we're done for. This fearsome horde's going to overwhelm us at any moment. I'm so afraid I can barely stand to hold my sword. Sela barks aloft, piercing the cultists with a glare. Not afraid, Paladin? You should be. Where's your light? All I see is the darkness closing in. The cultist's words are drowned out by the resounding call of a war horn. Dismay ripples through the demon host, and a moment later everything around you is filled with blinding light.
In the name of Iomade, I say to you fiends, flee, for you will find no mercy here. Forge onward to your enemy, champion, and have no fear! The warriors of heaven will keep the monsters from your back! Tio, Walash on! By the Lord!
The hand of the inheritor! Here! Damn it all! You'll answer for this some other time!
That was not what I was expecting. We're not done. We haven't finished discovering the labyrinth. I don't want to continue. I want to go back. Game of hide and seek is as old as time itself. All the people of Golarion have their own version. Can I get back, please? I don't want to go to the laboratory. Some are not even chests at all. Yeah, we noticed that one. A figure in a loose, hooded robe stands facing away from you, hands raised in the air. I have given you the gift of strength. Arise and fight in the name of Descari, of Baphomet, of whoever you please. I command you, defend my laboratory. Fools! Factless, useless morons. I'm surrounded by idiots. What have I done to deserve this? What crime have I committed that the universe would punish me so? My swarm that walks, may I ask you a question in the interests of science? Aren't you locusts generally afraid of sparrows? In your position, I would have thought it more sensible to turn into a flock of sparrows, but then you'd have to worry about cats. Don't care to comment. Xantir the Plate One, you are the one who has been imbuing demons with power never before seen on Golarion. I have come to stop you. The figure in the hooded robe slowly turns around. Its face and hands are a writhing mass of locusts. If you listen closely, you can hear the rhythmic rasping of little feet and wings rubbing against each other. It's a nickname, the Plate One. My students coined it as a way of showing their respect. I abhor it. You must know this and be trying to rile me, or you are an ignorant leather-skied flapping his gums. Xantir falls silent momentarily, and the rustling of the locusts under the cloak becomes even more prominent. Whichever it is, you can claim no superiority over my useless minions and the demons that inhabit my sanctum. I despise my idiot students who cannot even take a single step without an order from me. I despise demons, self-satisfied imbeciles who prefer to tear hunks of flesh from each other than carry out my instructions. I despise Discari and Baphomet for forcing me to work with them. The chittering of the locusts grows louder, sounding threatening. I despise you, Vandal. You came into my laboratory, smashing up my specimens and interfering with my work. Away with you. Get out now.
I will fight.
No.
Healing is what I was made for.
Okay, yeah, we need something more. Use legendary proportions. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is not working out. How do I hurt locust swarms? Damage reduction, energy resistance, size, blah, touching, immunities, a lot, few abilities, skills, blah, combat maneuvers, offensive, fast healing. We have to focus on one.
You're irrelevant.
not an option!
Defeated, Xantier drops to his knees. For a few drawn-out seconds, all you can hear is the rustling of the locust shifting under his robe, then the sound suddenly morphing into rasping, unnatural laughter. Who could have predicted that a vandal, my enemy and the enemy of my masters, would be the one to rid me of my excruciating servitude? You are an unforeseen, unknown quantity that has solved the impossible equation. Such an elegantly simple solution to all my problems. The eerie laughter dies away as quickly as it came. Xantier lifts his head and looks out at you from his locust-warm face. You have earned a reward. I know why you are here and what you seek. You destroyed my laboratory, stood in the way of science, and halted my demon transformation experiments, but I doubt you know the source of the hindrine crystals necessary for the process. I will show you the path to the truth, Vandal, but first you must answer 2 of my questions. Arushale reaches out to touch your elbow, but drops her hand halfway. Instead of touching you, she whispers fearfully, "What did he do to himself? What did he turn himself into? It's not even a demon, it's an abomination that would sicken even the denizens of the abyss." "An abomination, you stupid succubus? I have received reports about your attempts to change your nature. Do you think your experiments are any less disgusting than mine? Besides, we reject shame. In the world wound, everything is in constant flux, and it is glorious. Such a pity that it will not have a worthy chronicler, no matter what the outcome. The brainless mortals will scribble down some boring account that could apply to any war. But this war is truly a story of grand metamorphosis. A flourishing land has become a wasteland. A mortal has become a swarm of insects. And a demon seeks to ingratiate herself with the crusaders and flirts with a commander like a besotted shepherdess. I didn't usually hide her face in utter humiliation. Why are you so sure that I don't have that information already? Doubting my intellect is a foolish move. If you already knew the truth, you would have directed your efforts to destroying my supply routes, not breaking into my laboratory. The defeated foe lectures the victor on reliable strategies for warfare. Typical. Why do you think I'll believe you? Because it's the logical thing to do. What motive do I have for concealing information that you will inevitably learn from the notes scattered around my laboratory? Xantier falls silent for a moment. Furthermore, I would very much like to see your face as enlightenment dawns. Ask your questions. Name the location of my laboratory before I was forced to relocate to the inhospitable Ivory Sanctum? Dresden. Correct. Did you know that, or did you simply guess? It's of no consequence either way. And now answer me this. Why was my laboratory located there specifically? Why was Dresden chosen for my residence in the World Wound? That's where the hindering crystals were being sent to? Oh, that sweet moment of insight. The moment when the final layers shrouding the mystery suddenly fall away. Locusts beneath Xantier's hood chirp derisively. I've been acquiring and continue to acquire hindering crystals from the rift in the Midnight Fane, a shrine located deep below Dresden. The entrance to it is located right in the heart of the city. It is sealed by a barrier created by Alila Vorlesh herself, and later disguised with the symbol of your own precious Iomide. Xantier steels himself and slowly stands. What is it like to realize that the enemy has all this time been concealed in the bowels of your very own fortress? Don't bother answering. It was a rhetorical question. Now let us finish this, Vandal. End my existence and free me from the burden of carrying out the orders of idiot masters and offending my eyes with the sight of their feckless followers. Interesting. Well, next episode will be Ivory Sanctum, episode 3. I like this game.